Hi.
You don't think of that, do you? Finding you not at work and then...
This is Jonathan Spivey. I'm with Dry Film Productions of Texas, and this is Gwendolyn Hope, my new daughter. I do have to do this review with Gwendolyn because I'm inspired at the moment to do this review about Alone in Berlin. Now, this is I believe we are in February of 2019. We're approaching Oscar time, and I thought I'd go back a couple years and pay tribute to an important film that I think was probably looked over by the Academy and looked over by other award ceremonies. And I want to say about Alone in Berlin with Emma Thompson and Gleason that it was a wonderful performance, a wonderful film, and I thought it deserved way more attention. I thought the performances were done without any awards on mine, but rather the through line of action, the story, and simple, subtle performances that were brilliant. So, the film is actually based on a fictional account and a real account. So it's a very interesting combination. So part of the film is based on a fictional book written by Hans Fallada, Every Man Dies Alone. Now, Otto and Elise Hampel is what the characters are based on. Otto and Anna Quengle. And this is played by Emma Thompson and Brendan Gleeson. Also, another great performance in it is Daniel Bruhl, who plays the detective, Nazi socialist detective. So these characters have to exist in a time in World War II when socialism was at its forefront and Hitler was in rule, and anyone that would go against him would be killed. So socialism is kind of a result of just tyranny, and this shows this tyranny and oppression in a time when it was very difficult to live against the tyranny and the error. It was a very difficult time. So these characters decided after their son's death in the war, all of them being Nazi supporters, decided to go against Hitler, but in a very quiet way. And what they did was they got postcards about the size of this, and he would write like "Kill Hitler, free press," or go against the Socialist Party, free press. I hate the war kind of thing. Rise up, throw a wrench in the machine, and go against war. And he decides to do this with the postcards, and leaves them at the foot of stairs in front of houses and apartments and things like that. So he does this, and he writes a total of 287, and 18 of them are not turned in. So most of his cards are turned in to the Nazi Party. Eventually he's found out, and both him and his wife are executed by guillotine. They actually chop their heads off. Now, I don't know if that's a fictional account, but in the story, that's what happens. I don't know the true account of how they were executed, but in the movie, it's by guillotine. I would think they would have been shot, but possibly it could have happened, or hung. I think there'd probably be a public hanging, something similar. Probably it was. They probably, I would think, have died in that kind of way. I don't really know. No one really knows. But anyway, so I wanted to show a segment of the film where Emma Thompson's character, who in the film is called, I believe her name in the film is Elise. No, I'm sorry, it's Anna. Anna Quengle is the name that's changed to. Comes home to confront her husband, Otto Quengle, who is played by a wonderful Brendan Gleeson with no awards on his mind. Just the character, just the story, subtle performance. That's how you can tell. You can tell it's just simply a performance for the story, and it's not for any type of award or recognition. It's such an important performance because of the subtlety. That subtlety is sincerity, and same thing with Emma Thompson. Wonderful performance. So anyway, I'm going to show a segment of it. This is when she returns home, and she's dealing with her frustrations and vicissitudes and survival instincts of trying to stay alive in a time where Nazism ruled Germany. So here we go, and this was shot in Berlin in 1946. It was shot in Berlin in 2015. The principal photography began 27th March 2015 in Berlin, but it's about the World War II era in Berlin. So here we go.
Do you know what my day was like? No, you don't think of that, do you? Finding you not at work and then thinking you're still inside that building. You know what that's like for me? What is it, Otto? You want to get cold? Is that what it is?
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened. Did you see who they arrested?
A bum. He probably stole something. Has nothing to do with us.
That's the husband of our postmistress. What makes you think it has nothing to do with us?
They're divorced.
That doesn't mean anything, damn it. I was so afraid for you. What if it's a sign, if it's a warning?
It isn't. Stay calm. Remember when Hans died? You said your life wasn't worth a thing. You're right. That's why we can be free. Why we don't have to be afraid.
But your life, Otto, your life means something to me now. Means everything to me now.
We said we'd do this together.
Pauli,
We won't stop.
aren't you afraid?
Today I stayed again to watch. I need to see what happens when people read it.
So, Alone in Berlin, wonderful, important film. Probably one of the, I would say probably one of the best films that I've seen of this year. But it's a 2016 film. I wish it would have got more recognition at any type of award, festival, whatever. I didn't even really hear about it. I remember seeing a review about it and thinking, I maybe want to go out and see that. And then I didn't realize what such a powerful film it was until I saw it and was inspired to do this review. So I would say probably it's going to make my top 30 films of all times. But when it comes to war films, it's going to make probably one of my top 10, I think. But anyway, go out and see it. I don't know if I mentioned this, but the director of that film is it's written by Perez and Icam von Boris, and it's directed by Vincent Perez. So go see it. It's a wonderful film. And this is Cole Spivey with Dry Film Productions of Texas. And this is Gwenny. Say hi, Gwenny. Anyway.